the 500-year-old traditional Turkish coffee
that we drink with pleasure is delicious, social. And we say, when you offer someone a cup of Turkish coffee, you will be friends for at least 40 years. Turkish coffee is drunk with pleasure, with fortune-telling in mind and art as its destiny. The cup is closed. In our culture, after finishing the Turkish coffee, one throws the coffee cup upside down over its plate and waits for the coffee grounds to settle and form various shapes while cooling down. What I do is, after drinking Turkish coffee, the cup was turned over its plate. The cup was then open and the images were captured via professional photography with care. This leads to different images inside the cup and on the plate, telling us a unique story every time. When the cup and the plate are washed, these images are also washed away without a trace, and they never come back. I added my artistic interpretation to these photography-focused images to enable their continuity and offer the synthesis to the audience. In this way, the story and the feelings awakened by the coffee grounds were turned into a colorful and permanent reality. Three dimensions inside the coffee cup were turned into 2 dimensions with photography. With this art, it was again turned into 3 dimensions and opened the way for a 4th dimension for us. Now, the joy of a cup of Turkish coffee can be kept on canvas for as many as 40 years. Interpretation of the shapes of the coffee residues triggers the imagination, and fortune-telling comes to life with different perspective, with reflecting on canvas as cup of art. The symbols and images are interpreted for fortune-telling. So I took the photo of the cup and used its centerpiece of my art, and I start painting around that photography on canvas. This fairy tale has been presented to the audience with a ceramic-like look. These are pieces on boards with root paint and natural paint, and by using different techniques such as paint hiding under varnish and burning.
this art project, I transported the images and symbols that appear in the cup into art and made them memorable and permanent. In the course of this project, many coffee were prepared and drunk with pleasure. I called this coffee, etc. kahVesaire. The coffee grounds, telve, has been the key mean to reflect the images and became the starting point of my art, thus called via coffee grounds, telVesile. The project therefore is called kahVesaire, telVesile.
Kaffee muss ich haben, und wenn jemand mich begraben, also schenkt mir Kaffee ein, so schenkt mir Kaffee, so schenkt mir Kaffee ein.
I came up with the idea that fortune-telling cups can be used as an art project. After my first work of art, I received extremely positive feedback from the critics. My unique kahVesaire, telVesile Turkish Coffee Art project was born. My biggest desire now is, in time, to create art pieces based on the story of the coffee grounds of people who are regarded as experts in their own areas. People who leave a masterpiece, mark, love, respect, and enable them to also leave a memorable, unique, and personal art piece behind.